Hey guys, this is Dushyant Sharma from Registration Wala, and today again we are going to discuss about OSP registration. But this time I am going to tell you about the new guidelines of OSP registrations. What are their new guidelines, what are the new dispensations, and what they have exempted under these guidelines. So stay tuned. So now let me give you the overview of new guidelines. So new guidelines says that there will be no requirement of OSP registration certificate regardless of international and domestic OSP center. They have also allowed the interconnection between different OSPs, whether it is international or domestic. So sharing of infrastructure is also allowed. Work from home, work from anywhere, and voice traffic over internet lease line is also allowed. And they have also removed all the bank guarantees under any kind of registrations. Also, interconnection of a remote agent to OSP center is allowed over the OSP registration. And furthermore, there will be the concept of interconnectivity between different OSP centers will be allowed according to these guidelines. So now let me tell you about the sharing of infrastructure guidelines under this new policies. So department has allowed the sharing of infrastructure between international and domestic OSP center. They have also allowed the PSTN lines for the office use, but one shall keep this in mind not to bypass the network of authorized telecom service provider. Also, CUG facilities are allowed for internal communications. As per the previous guidelines, CUG was allowed, but under the sharing of infrastructure or centralized UPBX policy, they need to submit different bank guarantees. But now they have removed the bank guarantees and they have allowed the CUG for internal communication. Also, OSP shall maintain the CDR for voice traffic, and they need to keep the data for the maintenance of security purposes, which I'll discuss in the next section. In this section, I am going to explain you about the security conditions published under the new guidelines of Department of Telecommunication. First, the location of EPBX or data center for a domestic OSP is allowed across India only to be located, and for international OSPs, international EPBX is allowed out of India location. Next, OSP shall not engage in any provision of telecom services. Also, EPABX located in different centers of one OSP center shall maintain the CDR, call details, UDRs, access logs, and configuration of PBX. So whenever the authorities require any representation, so they can represent the data in front of the authorities. Also, the OSPs are not allowed to do any malicious activities such as objectionable and obscene calls or videos or anything like that. So one who will be conducting such kind of activities should be liable for punishable offense. Also, one last line to explain that maintain all the data records, call records, login records, user data records, any kind of login activities save in the server, keep them with you. So whenever the authorities come to your OSP center for any kind of inspection, or if they call you for any representation, you can represent with the data to be the perfect OSP center adhering to the guidelines. Thank you.
With the rise of Startup India initiative, there is an abundance of several complex businesses. To conduct these complex businesses, you need complex licenses. That's why Registration Wala experts have stepped forward to help you in this regard. For more information regarding this license and many others of the same nature, just click on the notification bell and the subscribe button. We're always there to help. All you have to do is watch our video. Thank you.